Hey ladies, how you doing? So I want to do a different little video today, just kind of like, let's see, like loosen the air a little bit, just kind of get into some self-care things. This is something that I've been doing lately and I just want to share with you. I wrote some things down. I know I'm going to miss something that I wrote down, just pretty much the bullet points, but there's so many different things that can go in the bullet points that I know I'm going to miss, and I should have wrote them down, but I was like, you know what, this would be a really good video for me and my ladies to have a good conversation with. So I want to get into some self-care tips that you can like start right now. Right now we are in some times where things are just overwhelming. We right at the election day, which is tomorrow, and I'm just thinking, just life in with the pandemic, there's been so many things going on with, the brutality that's been going on here, just everything in a whole, the list can just go on and go on. But I want to just talk about me as a woman for a moment, and then I'm going to just discuss everything in a whole. For me, myself, this year has definitely been overwhelming, challenging. It's making me, really, I know myself, but it's making me really understand myself a little bit more. It's making me, not making me, I'm understanding now. I'm getting tongue tied, and I'm not going to edit this out. I'm understanding now, not to react certain ways when, people may feel like sometimes I can get defensive, but it's not that I'm defensive. That's just my personality. We have to all remember that we see things and we absorb things from different lenses. Like, I may see one thing one way and you see it another way, just because the way the response is. But I've come to realize that I am who I am. I'm not changing. I can just improve, but I'm not changing. And I've learned that I can't, I can say what I want, but I've learned that just be mindful of what you say, how you say it, all about tone and delivery. And just, I'm going to live my life the way I want. So this is me opening up to you guys, and me getting into why self-care is so important. Right? So let me get into my first tip that you can start right now. And all of these tips I'm doing right now. Okay? So just making time for yourself. Making time for yourself, like, not dealing with your everyday. Like, if you have small children, if you care for someone, significant other, if it's a husband, boyfriend, man, whatever the case may be, sometimes just step away from all of those normal responsibilities and just take time for yourself. Even if you can't move away from them at that moment, go take a bath. Go take a bath. Close the door, lock the door. I know it might be hard for some of us who may have small children or something like that. I get it. My kids were small at once, so I definitely understand that. But just make time for yourself. If it's something so small as, getting a massage. Well, you know what, I'm gonna get into that piece later, but it's about pampering yourself. But it's making time for yourself, like literally sitting there. If you gotta like pencil it in or ink it into your schedule, just make time for yourself some way, somehow. Even if it's just like, as soon as you come home from work, you need at least 45 minutes to not look at no mail, not answer no questions. Ask me how I'm doing 45 minutes after I walk through the door. You'll be so surprised at how that can just change your life. You might get a little spoiled, because I know I have. When you get through the door, you're like, everybody know, don't say nothing to me. Let me just tend to myself. Because right now, everybody's on the edge. Because some of us are working from home, which I am. Even though I'm working from home, I still want my me time. I still want my me time. So even if it's once I log out at 5 o'clock, I just want to chill out. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to sit in the corner and look crazy for this 2 minutes so I can just, be by myself. What else? Oh, God. It's just so many different things you can do. But I'm going to get into some more different things as we go along. I know I'm going to miss something. I wrote a blog post about it, so I'm going to link that blog post down here, because I definitely want you guys to read it, because that's what made me stem to do the video, was my actual blog post. It was just me pretty much pouring out, pretty much on the World Wide Web. So the next one is minimize your responsibilities. You know, we have everything on our plate, especially as women. I'm not saying men don't have responsibilities either, but you know, something as a mother, a wife, a girlfriend, you know, a girlfriend to your girlfriends or a girlfriend to your man, whatever it may be, your husband, you know, being just all the above. Minimize your responsibilities if you can. And you know, sometimes taking on other responsibilities of others. And that's something that I was doing at one point. I was taking other people's responsibility and making it my own. And I found myself overwhelmed and I didn't have time for myself. So that's when I come in to say, piggyback off the first tip about making time for yourself. Sometimes we get so, it's easier to take care of someone else than to take care of yourself. But if you can't take care of yourself, you are no good to the person you're trying to take care of, because now you're miserable. And then you start feeling like they're taking you for granted, or you know, they're not making you feel the way you're making them feel. You know, all these different things running through your mind. That's how I was. I'm just being so transparent now, because you don't know how much stress you bring on and you don't even realize. Sometimes you could be so burnt out, so bent out of shape, and you don't even know why until you actually sit down. But yeah. My next one, pamper yourself. Now this is kind of me piggybacking off of, you know, 1 and 2. You know, making time for yourself, minimizing your responsibilities. Stop doing so much. Do something for yourself. You know, so pamper yourself. If this is going to go get a manicure, I get my nails and my feet done every 2 weeks, no matter what's going on. Even if I don't make the 2-week mark, I will definitely do it, you know, the next day or 2 days later. It's going to happen. Yes, it can get costly, it can get expensive, but you know what? That's like investing in yourself. If I can invest in myself and buy cameras and buy mics and buy, you know, all this stuff that I have here to do what I like to do, I can make time for myself and get my nails. It's, you know, it's 2 hours out of a day, not every day, but just, you know, 1 day out the week, you know, every 2 weeks. You're going to sit down and you're going to be, you know, at a place that you like, you enjoy to go. You know, my place serves wine, but sometimes I bring my own because, you know, they don't want to give you much as you want. So I have my little, you know, my little Starbucks cup, and I will have what I need in there, and I will enjoy that moment. You know, I'm not talking on the phone. I'm not even playing on the phone. Phone is in my bag, and I'm enjoying the massage on the feet, everything on the hands, enjoying the moment, because those small things I used to never do. I really got heavy into doing it almost the last 2 years, really going to get my nails and my feet done. Before, I would get them done, you know, periodically every now and then. When the pandemic hit, of course, nobody was getting it done. But prior to, you know, when I was getting them done, I would get them done every now and then. I was getting heavy into buying my own polish or whatever. And that's the same thing. If you don't like to go out and have people digging in your hands and your feet, and you want to buy your own polish, do you know, get your little feet thing with the little bubble feet, I forgot what they call them things, the little feet pedicure tubs. Do it yourself, get down here. That's still me time. That can be soothing to you. Just do it. You'll be so surprised and so amazed at how you feel after. It's just, you know, get your hair done. If you're into makeup like myself, I say like a girl, you know, go buy yourself a tube of lipstick, some lip gloss, or whatever. Like me, I recently went to Sephora. I just picked up 2 foundations and some setting powder. That was enough for me to feel good. You know, I didn't need much, you know what I mean? So just pamper yourself, make time for yourself. Sometimes us as women, and people in general, we tend to feel guilty for wanting to do something for ourselves. You know, don't feel guilty. And that was me. I just feel guilty, like, oh my God, I gotta make sure my kids are straight. I would feel like I was neglecting my responsibilities. Like if I went out and bought myself something, I was not taking care of my children or something like that. My kids came first. But once I realized, you know what, my kids have, you know, they don't have a want for nothing. So now I can tend to myself. But I always felt like, no, don't tend to yourself. Save that money for a rainy day, or save that money because you never know, they might need something else. Yeah, I still have that something else money, but still, if it's something as simple as buying myself a blouse, a shirt, you know, a pair of pants, some shoes, I do it now. before I didn't. And you know, all this stuff that was built up in me for so many years, it took me, I want to say last year, the end of like 19, when I actually said, you know what, it's gonna be about Keli. And that's what I've been doing all of 20. It's been about Keli. It's been, you know, I take care of my responsibility, but it's been about Keli. But at the end of the day, I've learned so much about how people perceive me, what I give off to people. I'm a sensitive individual. I will admit, I'm a Cancer. Hey, and I start the zodiac off. I'm June 23rd, so I am sensitive of the sensitive. But what I was gonna say, I don't even know where I'm at. I'm not gonna edit nothing. I'm gonna keep this flowing. I'm not gonna edit anything out. I'm gonna keep it going because I want you guys to, you know, see me. You know, I'm not perfect. You know, we all got issues and whatever the case may be. But as I keep going, I'll remember some stuff, maybe, you know, maybe. But pamper yourself. Even if it's something as small as have lunch with yourself. I've done that a few times this year. You know, even in the pandemic, you know, do it. You know, do it. And something else that another video. I'm going to talk about dating. I wasn't even dating at one point. You know, I just started. It was a period where I just was like, I don't want to date. Like 3 years. I just was like, And then I started dating, and then that was like, And then I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go out on a leap of faith. And I'm just going to enjoy the moment. And that's where I am now. So I'm definitely going to do a video on dating. Somebody asked me to do something about dating advice. Girlfriend, if you're watching this video and that was you that asked about giving some dating advice on my YouTube stories, I can't give no dating advice. Your girl at the age of 44 is still trying to get that under control. So I can't do it. I can't do it. But tip number 4. But I'll share some things that I may have done in the past that I don't do now. So that's something that, you know, I can definitely do in regards to dating and in relationships, you know, what I've learned. So I can do that in the near future. So step number 4, exercise. Let me tell you, I don't like exercising. Some people get a kick out of it. I don't like it. I don't like it, but I know it helps. I know for me, I do have a heart condition, so for me to exercise and do cardio, it's really good for me because it keeps my heart pumping and it keeps my blood flowing. So I can pack on weight easy, and I lose weight easy too. If I can get on a ball, the way, I don't know what it is, my metabolism, my body makeup, I think it's called I think they have the different body types: endomorph, ectomorph, and mesomorph. I'm a mesomorph. I have more of a, they would say, quote unquote, athletic build because I'm not super slim like, say, a Taylor Swift, and I'm not super curvy like who's super curvy? Well, who they would consider curvy would be like a Beyonce. You know, she's curvy, so she has more hips than anything. She has, you know, butt too, but she's very curvy, and she's small up top. But since she had children, definitely she's, you know, that's what happens when you have kids. You just blow up every which way. But exercising is so, and let me go to mesomorph. We're more athletic built, where we have more broader shoulders, and then we're more thinner at the bottom. And that's me. I have broad shoulders. For me to be 5'2", and I'm only like, I fluctuate between 152 and 160. Like right now I'm like 155, 156. So I'm trying to get down back to 150. So that's where I'm trying to go. But 160 looks good on me too. I do like that. But yeah, exercise is really good. I found when I exercise, I sleep better at night. I don't like to exercise in the morning. I exercise at night. So if I do some cardio at night, do a couple little some planks or something, that makes me sleep so much better at night. And I feel like, you know, and I didn't realize it. This took my next tip for me to realize this. It helps you release I can't think of that word right now, but it helps you. I'll think about it, and then if I remember, I'll put it even in the description or somewhere. But it helps you release different toxins from your body, to where you, all that buildup and that tension and that stress, it just helps you. So if you just do something like 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, it helps you. And you know, I'm stubborn. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I do what I want to do. Oh well, that's me. You don't like it, so what? But I've learned that exercising has definitely helped me, and I haven't been really doing it for like years or a long period of time, but it definitely helped me, you know, these last few weeks, with what I'm going to explain to you, my tip number 5. So like I said, exercising, pick something that's within your realm. So if you know right now weightlifting and training is not up your alley, then don't do that. Do a little cardio, walk it out nice and slow, and then later on maybe you can go into some good sprints. That's how I was, you know what I mean? I have to be very mindful of what I do, because I do have a little tender heart over here, so I can't be out here just hitting the pavement really, really hard. Okay, so find what works for you, and I did work for me, and just do it. It helps. I know it's easier said than done, because I know, again, like I said, I'm stubborn. I'll be like, I don't need it, I'm good. Because I can get to a point where I'll exercise for 2 weeks, feel good, and I'm like, I don't need no more. But then I start busting down that bread, and next thing I'm like, I'm starting to, feel some kind of way. But, so exercise is my tip 4. So my last tip, if it's, again, within your means, is therapy. I recently started seeing a therapist. I've never had any thing about not seeing a therapist, but I went to see a therapist for one thing, and I was able to address other things. I'm still going, it's a process. It doesn't, finish overnight, but see a therapist, and that's how I was able to start coming up with all these different things that I can do, because my therapist pretty much got me on the way, telling me to make time for myself, minimize my responsibilities, pamper myself, and exercise and do what I enjoy, which is pretty much this. I really, 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 I can't even look at the view right now, really enjoy talking to you ladies. I enjoy doing this whole YouTube thing, my blog, Instagram. I love the whole social piece of it. Am I that social on Instagram and Facebook? No, I'm not. I'm there, but I'm more social here on YouTube, because I'm able to really, really connect with you guys. I can talk to you guys. You guys can comment back. We just go back and forth, and that's what I really enjoy about this particular platform. So we're gonna make some goals to grow, because we got to get this channel to at least 20,000. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And yeah, therapy. I've learned that for those of you who may have who are in therapy, who may have went to therapy at one point in time, who may have thought about doing therapy, let me know. Leave it down below. You don't have to tell your business. If you want to, you can, but just jot down pretty much, hey and nay or whatever. With therapy, it made me realize that I'm not the only one who may feel a certain kind of way. I'm not the only one who has a lot on it. More individuals just like me who are looking for ways to do things simpler, or to not feel so heavy in the chest, to not feel like, why me? We all go through so much, and that's even like, forget about what's going on in the world. Just forget about that. Just think about what's going on in your life. And you sit back and you be like, I'm jumping now, so don't get on me. Things that happen in your childhood that will resurface in your adulthood, and the way you may act. I gotta watch the time on this thing so it won't cut me up. The way you may act now due to what may have happened in your childhood, how you may respond to something that may have happened to you in your young adult life, and if you happen to see it happen again in your adult life now, you may still react the same way that you react in your adolescent or young adult way, because it was a trigger. So it's just like, it's just amazing. I'm just grateful that I have the opportunity to see a therapist. and I have the opportunity to address more than one issue, because at the time I only went for one thing, and then it was like question after question after question, scenario after scenario, and then talking about this, and then it was like, you know how you got a family tree or a pyramid, and it was like, okay, here's me, here's what I want to know about, but yet it branches off over here, over here, over here, over here, then I get another big thing, then that branches off. It was just like, you don't realize how much you hold inside. And I will definitely say, I'm at a point now, if certain things are where they are, you know, I'm okay with that. It was at one point in time, I always cared about what somebody thought about me or what somebody would say about me. At this point, I care less. And that's something that I had to learn. And then I always cared about, even, you know, this is with friends and family, you know, I always cared about, how can I put it? Look at my black nails. Ugh. How can I put it? Feeling bad for not wanting to help individuals, or feeling bad because I may not act a certain way, or my nature that I have a shutdown mode. You know, if a person make me feel some kind of way, and I explain to them what I don't like, or I explain my point of view, or they explain their point of view, but yet my point of view is like, but their point of view is like this, I shut down. Because I ain't gonna deal with it no more. I ain't gonna deal with it. So therapy has definitely gotten me through a lot of things that I've been going through in my years. It's definitely shining light on me and my personality, and me being okay with the way I am, and me not caring how another person views me. Because what I've realized, people, and this could be friends and family, people will take little bits of your life, little bits that they remember or that was significant to them, and they will take it and put it together. And if you happen to remotely do anything close to that, they bring that back up, and then it's like a whole big spin. So at this point, I've come to realize I do that too. You know, we remember things from people's lives, and this is not even self-care. I'm just talking at this point. We all do that. So I'm learning not to do what people do to me, because I don't like it. So if I don't like it, they don't like it neither. You know, so it's a process, and I'm learning, and I'm grateful. And I just want to share that stuff with you guys, because I know I'm not the only one in the world who, you know, needs self-care. And I'm going to bring some more self-care things, because there's so many things that I'm doing in regards to like candles, stones, and all these good stuff, because I'm not sure if you guys are into that, like, you know, stones, candles, sage, all that good stuff. I'm not sure if you're into that, but I am, and I'm definitely going to come and share that with you guys, because there's definitely some healing properties in that. And I don't mean healing like, you know, if you got something going on with you, it's going to heal you, but healing you just, you know, spiritually, mentally, and things like that, because sometimes it's all about just having inner peace. And one thing me and my girlfriends, we always say, protect your peace, protect your energy, and stuff like that. So that's exactly where I am, just protecting mine, because it's so much going on, and we all need a little bit of self-care up and down here. All right, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna put my blog post right underneath here, and this video will definitely be in that blog post, just to kind of reference back to. And if you have any other self-care tips, you know, please let me know what you do, because we can all help each other some way, somehow. Okay, so I want to say hey to all my new subscribers, hey to all my loyals. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.